Good morning, traders. This is Christian from Tribeca Trade Group with your Monday morning rundown for the indices. So what I like to do on Monday morning is just go over support and resistance levels for the major indices, levels to watch for the week, levels to watch for breakout or breakdown in the major indices. So really good support and resistance levels. Pre-market movers, I go over the individual names in the trading room. That opens at 8:50 every morning for early risers. We do probably, I would say, the best pre-market rundown of any trading room. I don't know anybody who starts as early as we do and covers as many things. So check us out, TribecaTradeGroup.com, if you want
Hey,
to get
Chicago
involved in
Fed, a
that.
0.17.
We do have some economics that just hit the tape right now,
Estimate was a minus
which is
0.13.
the Chicago Fed activity. Looks like it's a little bit better than expectations. Overnight markets, pretty crazy for Japan. I think that's 15 straight days of gains for the Nikkei, so up another 1.1%. However, the Hang Seng, which I watch very closely, was down 60 basis points. So some good, some bad in Asia markets and European markets. Pretty good so far. The only one that looks like it's down decently is Spain. You have Euro stocks up 25 basis points. You got the CAC and the DAX both in green modestly here. So that's the overnight markets. Next, what I like to do is just look at where we are lined up. We'll start with the S&P first. One thing to note is we are continuing to be very, very overbought here on the RSI, the Relative Strength Index. I think that's right now is a reading of 82, so running really hot right now for the S&P. We're above the short-term moving averages on the daily chart. But again, I can't stress that enough. Very, very overbought on the RSI, on the 1 hour chart, which is really which sets up nicely to provide weekly, for the whole week support and resistance levels. You really find some good levels off of this, but we're way above value. 2562 is your support all the way down there, and I would watch the 20-period moving average. That would tell you if there's a little bit of a trend change for the day or for the week if price ducks under that blue line. Not much really else to go on here in the S&P. On the 5-minute chart, you can see that we're also a little bit above value. 2573 and then 2568 are your support levels. We have a few more clues, I think, or a little bit better levels to watch in Nasdaq, and then we'll go over to small caps. Again, not quite as overbought as S&P. The Nasdaq is the RSI relative strength index is 67, so a hair under 70 there. But similarly, we're above the short-term moving averages. So watch that yellow line, watch that blue line. That will tell you if price ducks under. We have a little bit of a trend change, but not yet. And on the 1 hour chart, this is different than the S&P. We're starting right in the middle of value. We can look at the Qs because I think people look at the Qs a little bit more, but it's going to be the same thing. 149.14 is your resistance for the week. That would be a breakout in the Qs for the week. A break below would be 148.41. So right down here, 148.41 and 149.14. This makes sense to me that we're starting the week in value. We've got a lot of names that are reporting earnings. If we actually just look at events, wait for Bloomberg to come up here. Earnings releases, and I don't want top securities. I'm going to go to the Qs or NDX. And you can see we've got some heavy hitters towards the end of the week. We've got Google reporting this week. We've got Intel. We've got Western Digital. We've got Win. We've got AAL. We've got Celgene that reports later in the week. And then Microsoft, Amazon as well. So really the week is backloaded with these names. So, if you're looking for a cheapy play, maybe Qs might be something that you look at. Again, 149.14 is a level to watch on the upside. 148.41. And I think we're also starting the week in value, or excuse me, we're starting the day, that's the 5-minute bar, slightly in value. 149 is a level to watch here on the upside. IWM, we'll start from the beginning. We'll start from the daily chart. A lot of, after a big move, we had a real nice winner in the Tribeca trade room. where we sold call spreads in IWM a couple weeks ago, and considering IWM hasn't moved, that was a really profitable trade that we put on. We took that trade has been removed at this point, but you could see basically, again, big move up here, but since for the last month, since the beginning of October, no movement at all in IWM. So support to watch here is right around call it 148.60. That's your support, and we did jump back above the short-term moving averages. I would watch the recent high as your resistance. On the 1 hour chart, looks like we're just starting the week above value, and 149.96 is your support. And again, watch the recent high for the small caps for resistance. Again, that support is 149.46 for the week. For the day on the 5 minute bar, also, besides looking at the short-term high from the last week, 150.18 for the day. And right around, I guess, 150.31 is your breakout. Support is right around that 150 level. All right, so that's it for the index rundown. We do go over individual names. We'll be starting that. What time is it? 8:35. We'll be starting that in 15 minutes in the trading room, getting you ready for the trading day and for the week. Thanks for watching, and have a great week.